how can we master our thoughts? Very good question. You know, we make ourselves sick oftentimes by what we think, what we imagine, what we assume, and what we feed our minds. It can be very, very, very destructive. A mind is not only a terrible thing to waste, it's a terrible thing to play with. Mastering thought is like anything else that you want to do in life. It takes training. It takes focus and concentration. When you give your mind to an evil thought, even if the thought is real, then your mind gives its power to that thought, and the thought becomes real to you. Then you feel the effect of that thought. Most of the times we really don't know, but we can think anything. You can think behind walls, can't you?
Yes, sir.
You can think in next cities. You can think out of the country. You may not be able to see or hear, but you can think. And if you can think, you can imagine what you think. Do you understand?
Yes,
so if your thinking is not in harmony with reality, then you're giving the power of your mind to that which is unworthy of the power of your mind, and you make yourself sick. But you have to train your mind. When a thought comes in that you don't wish to entertain, you have to learn how to cast it out. That takes training, because there are some thoughts you just want to entertain. Sometimes you just want to be nasty. You know what I mean? You want to get into, pardon this expression, you want to get into a funk and stink up the neighborhood, you know. All you got to do is sit in your room and think. And that's it. Then you start acting according to the thought. People say, what's the matter with you? What's wrong with you? Nothing. Nothing. Are you sure? Look, I told you nothing. You don't want nothing to intrude now into your world, because you have entertained the thought, gotten comfortable in it, believed it to be so. Now you've become what you thought.
right.
So, and we all do it. Haven't you done it? Messed yourself up too. And don't you feel terrible after you think such a terrible thing, and then you find out when you start probing to see if your thoughts are real, and your thoughts are as far away from reality as reality is away from your thoughts, then you feel bad, but you have put people around you in such a messed up state just because of the way we're thinking. So it takes training. You can't do it overnight. You have to consciously say, I got to get rid of this thought. And you have to fight it and drive it out of your mind and replace it with something better. And that's easier said than done.